episode.
I actually did that to a group of girls back when I was a senior in high school. And like one of them looked so pissed off at me.
And did you keep saying it over and over again?
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, Dave.
No, but I knew some people at the table, so it wasn't like they were a group of strangers or anything like that. I didn't know like one or two of them, but I didn't like them anyways. So, I'm obnoxious.
Oh, look, when you're talking to him, you got the noise when you're talking.
Oh, speaking of which, I want to go back quickly to the. Then we'll end. I want to go back quickly to the animation style of this movie. I want to hit up Fallout 3 real quick because it has to do with animation. Okay, you know how Gears of War, even Fallout 3, have been critically acclaimed for their graphic design, their
right.
you know their art game, right?
Yeah.
Was that?
We need to talk about Fallout 3. Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
But I agree for the most part. It's a pretty game, but it's not like the color palette's huge. They used a lot of, and the same thing with the same exact thing with Gears of War. It's all gray, you know, in dark greens and dark blues, and that's about it. Like the only red in the game is blood. You know, there's hardly any yellow unless you're looking into the sun. Other than that, the color palette's not huge at all. Yeah. I think Mario Galaxy has a better graphics design. It has a better color canvas to it than Gears of War. It looks prettier just because it uses every color under the sun compared to Gears of War, and that try to make it look so gritty. Yeah. But I think that's why the game can run so smooth at that frame rate, because they don't use this huge color palette. It's like grays and greens. I mean, that's it. Yeah. And I think that's the thing that bothers me about these games is when they say, "Oh, it's such a beautiful game." Well, it is to a point, you know. Quick review, I guess, of the game. Epic storyline, yeah, it's about 10, 15 hours of your time. That's it. Okay.
Really?
There's no epic storyline. Okay.
Not even the side quests.
Side quests are.
I have heard nothing. I have not heard this before of anyone who's played it.
What?
The shock, like that only takes 10 hours to beat.
Yeah, I did it. Not the entire thing, including side quests, of course. I'm talking just the main quest.
Yeah,
okay?
but the main quest, how, what's the deal with the 200 storylines? Yeah.
Okay. Here's how you get 200. Here's how you get 200 endings. Okay, when you complete side quests, when you get the dog, when you get Fox, when you get a bunch of different people. When you finish the side quest, what happens is that there's a fixed ending. Okay, there's actually 3 or 4 ways I want to say that you can end the game. That goes into there's a definitive ending to this game. Unlike I guess the other Fallout games, this game ends at a certain point. Okay, because you go into the reactor room and you basically have to kill yourself. Well, I'm just saying real quick. Okay.
No, don't say it real quick. You said too much.
All right. Well, anyways, I want to say that there's a definitive ending. Okay.
Now you have to kill yourself.
The way you get 200 endings.
Ridiculous, Dave.
What?
What am I supposed to do? What
did I say?
You know the main character dies?
No, it doesn't have to end that way.
Fine, just go ahead. Just ruin it.
Okay.
Just ruin it.
Anyways,
my soul.
The way it ends to get 200 is when you finish the side quests. They show at the end of the game they go, this lone person from Vault 101 comes out, blah blah blah. He does all these great things. Then they show snapshots of the people you helped. Okay, those are the endings. Okay, the snapshots. Now, if you don't do a certain side quest, you don't see that snapshot. So that's a different ending. Okay, that's what they mean by 200 endings. Okay, does that make sense?
That's stupid.
That is very stupid. Okay,
that's just so they just take pictures. They just show you pictures of all the side quests
of the people you helped. Okay, and they're smiling or whatever.
What?
Yep.
No, that's
how cute.
That's like false advertising to an extreme.
Yeah.
So
no, they're not lying. Those are 200 different endings.
No, it's not. That's the same.
It is because it's different every time. You see a different snapshot every time. that's a different ending. That's that. At least this is what people at the people who made Fallout 3 are saying.
What?
Yeah.
So there's really only 3 endings.
Right. 3 actual endings where there's different a different monologue at the end.
Do you have to die every time?
No. Like I say, you don't have to die. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spill the beans on one ending. Okay.
Did you end up dying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you end up killing yourself.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, that's it. That's how you get the 200 different endings. Okay. So it's full of shit. Because I was thinking that, oh wow, it's gonna be different every time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is.
Yeah.
2. Okay. I never felt like I was hooked into the storyline. Okay. At all. I never felt like I was totally engrossed in this gigantic world where they totally pulled me in, that I even gave a damn about one character that I was with. 1, because the main quest is short. 2, you're never really with people for that long to really get hooked on. Like with Zelda, you're constantly around kind of the same people, talking to the same people over again. This game, you meet tons of different people. You never really feel like you're connected to anyone. Yeah. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but like I said, you never really feel like you're totally into the game. Let's see. The cool parts of the game, okay? All these different side quests are pretty cool because you can go at even the main quest. You can go at it tons of different ways. Well, for one example, it's not a huge thing, so it's not a huge spoiler. But you go into this one place called Megatown. Okay, it's built with, I guess, parts of an airplane or whatever. That it connect. Those are the walls. In the middle of Megatown is a nuclear bomb. Okay, you can either do nothing about it, you can defuse the bomb, or you can activate it. Okay, now if you do nothing with the bomb, of course nothing's going to happen. If you decide to defuse the bomb, something good happens. They give you something. Okay, mm-hmm. If you decide to activate the bomb, the town blows up. Okay,
mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool, and it all affects your karma. Okay, and that's when you level up, you get different things. If you have good karma, if you have neutral karma, or if you have bad karma. Okay, it's really cool in that sense. I like that fact. It gives you different choices to how to talk to people. I think Oblivion was the same. You can either say in Fallout 3, anyways, because it has this futuristic vibe to it. You can give a nice, caring response. You can give kind of a wimpy response, or you can give a badass, a smart-ass response. Okay.
Yeah.
All these are going to affect the way you go at it. So very early in the game, when you go to Megaton, you're looking for your dad. Okay. That's You go into the town. You talk to this bartender. Okay. He says that he can tell you, but it's going to be for a price. It's going to be 100 caps. Caps are kind of like the currency. Okay. You can either pay him the money right away, and he'll tell you where he is. Okay. Mm-hmm. 2, you can kill him and then hack into his computer, and that will find him. Of course, this is going to affect your karma.
Yeah.
3, you can say, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. He goes, okay, fine. But then you go back to him and say, hey, I was just kidding, blah, blah, blah. Where is he? He goes, all right, but it's going to cost you 300 caps now. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Like I said, the way you react to people, the totally different elements in that kind of sense. I think that's one of the best parts about the game. The side quests feel a little bit more epic at times than the main quest.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they might have.
They picked the wrong quest to make as the main quest.
Yeah, some of the side quests I think should have been put into the main quest, which actually, depending on how you talk to people, some of the main quests become side quests, and some of the side quests actually become the main quests. But like I said, the game's only 10, 15 hours max. Maybe if you're taking your time, 20
That's
20 hours.
Exorbitantly short.
Yeah, especially for an RPG.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
I don't know. I don't know if I should get it now.
Well, listen, I'm definitely in the minority, okay? I never played Oblivion, and what I did play of Oblivion, I did not like.
Yeah. I love Oblivion.
Yeah, so you definitely would probably love Fallout 3. Like every other critic out there, this game has gotten great reviews, and I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just a little hesitant to say it's one of the best games of the year, okay? Like I said, I never really felt connected to anybody I didn't feel it was this huge epic thing, and